Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20!
Check 53, right. Hey, defense, back up.
21, 21.
Check 52. He's checking.
21, 21. 11, 11, 11, 11. Bravo.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
21, 21. Here we go.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Here we go. Black 80!
Tackle.
12, fellas, here we go. Hey, over.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On play action, it's Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Here we go, D. It's just me.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
At the Eagles' 1-yard line.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Watch the
Stay hot! Stay hot!
He'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
I'm going back.
Hey, alert! 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 Stay hot! Stay hot!
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
21.
He's coming, double up. Slam.
They'll run with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Check.
Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. 3rd down here.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check.
Tyson. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Ximines able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
11.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Here we go. 180. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Hey, gun. Get that quarterback. Check 4.
A first down carry for Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. All day, every day, any day. Check 13. Alert 3. 56. 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
White. Switch gears.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
13. Watch the twist.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Sunday. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Focus, defense.
Go.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go. We got to step it up. Shift, watch the shift.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
132 fighter. 36. No. Check.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Oh, he fakes a spike into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin with a run by Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
21. Here we go. Check 59. Lock. 59. They get it. Alpha. Slam. Check that.
Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
21.
Mike's 59. Mike's 50.
Hey, foxtrot.
Not today. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the catch made by Hopkins. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
12. 21.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I got you. Hey, gun. 2.
It's just me and you.
On second and a yard, Garoppolo. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Let's get it.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Man open, it's Goodwin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go. 280. 54. All day, baby, all day.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
The Giants
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Barkley. Twisting away. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Let's go, get inside. Let's go.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
I got this. One, Omaha.
59, smooth. Check.
Play action, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
One, Omaha.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Switch.
2nd and 9 now. It's brought in by Harris. takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And the Eagles are in for 6. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
13. Check it back. 11. Rush in.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On 1st down, Barkley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 11.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Lock! Hey, alert!
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught. It's Miller. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180!
Check nickel. Watch the ship. Hey, watch
12. White. Hey. High 7. We had
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Garoppolo. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
They run it again with Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
46 down, man. 5-4.
On first down, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. O'Shane Ximines able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Zimenez. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
21.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. What do you need? Mike, watch the screen. Check three. Check 52. Man.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check, 59. Watch the pass. Hey, let go. Mike is 11. 12, fellas, here we go. He's checking. Crash. Check. Lucky.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And Ingram holds it in. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check 50.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
54 Mike.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Play action. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
I got you, son. I got you. Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, kill. Two jet. Kill. 54, Mike, 50. Hey, exit.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Mike's 54.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't.
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a 2nd and 7. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. Back to throw here. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Please find 7. Hey, Delta.
I got him.
Mike, here.
Here we go.
Hang in there now.
Wentz now on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Slam. Echo.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Man, that's trash.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On 3rd down, Miller. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
First down, Giants.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
She needs some